kind of almost being like the unofficial spokesperson for basketball in this country, how important is it for you to make sure that this underbelly of basketball is exposed and outed?
Well, I think, what's the avenue to do it? In other words, no, really, that my question to you, all of you would be, uh,
How would you do it?
let me finish.
Right.
All right. It's like when I'll give you an example of a practice, and you know, one of my players, say Trey Jones, says, "Let's go," and he's really yelling in air. When he really wants to, he's not sure of what you're doing, and he wants you to let's go. So he directs his comment, and it's specific. All of us here, every coach here can talk about the game, but then where does it go? What what action steps are taken from any suggestions that you might have? And that process is not a clear one in our sport because it's not organized in such a fashion. Who runs college basketball? Can you tell me?
I would say as much as Mark Emmert tries to, he probably does.
Mark Emmert doesn't run college basketball. Mark Emmert is the president of the NCAA.
Yeah,
So you can't give me a name,
true.
and that's a problem because there's no pinpoint responsibility, there's no leadership, so it's run by committee. And so you can't have a billion-dollar industry run by committee and have it keep up to date with all the things that can occur within that industry. And from outside competition, which the NBA is, and it's great, but it is, and we are totally reactionary to the NBA, totally. And then in situations like what just happened here, it was a court of law, not something that was done with the NCAA. Like, what powers do the organization that's supposed to be responsible for our sport have in making sure our sport is done properly? So I have no problem with speaking up. And what's the forum for it? Is this the forum? That's cool. But I'm not sure that that's going to lead to anything. But if there was a way of incorporating the people who are very knowledgeable about the game, care about the game, in an organization and a structure where you can take thoughts into action. And look, I'm sorry, we don't have that. I've been working for over 40 years doing it, and we don't have that. And so, again, when I said that thing about blip, basically, and I apologize if it was taken the wrong way, but it was at my opening day press conference, and I was talking about my team, and I didn't want the entire press conference to be about something that I don't really know completely about. So I should have said a blip on the radar of college basketball. I'm a military person, if I'm sure you all know, and that's a bad thing. Obviously it's a bad thing because they just found these people guilty. Now, is it what's happening everywhere? I don't think so. And in the world that I'm competing in, it doesn't happen to me. So if you want me to say something, or someone wants me to say something, that it's happening everywhere, why would I say that if I don't believe it's happening everywhere? That's not me being naive. If someone who is saying it says we're naive, or me and Roy are naive, then be strong enough if you know more about it than you said. All I'm saying is I don't lose guys because of someone cheating. That's true. I can tell you specifically, from what I know, that's not what happens. Does it mean that I think there could be something else wrong in the sport? There's something wrong in your business too. There's something wrong because it's human beings are involved. So if we could create a forum where that could be done, look, I'm all there. This sport has been great to me. I've been in it for 44 years and 11 years with in that time with US. I'm all in. I'm all in. And but what am I all in? Where am I all in? That's So it's, to be quite frank with you, it's kind of frustrating, and but that's what it is. And then the kids who are involved in that sport are placed in this environment that it's not really as well defined, I think, as it should be, and to where, whether their likeness, whether we can start going through the myriad of questions that you all ask and you should ask for these kids and about our sport, which do not have answers. And that's very frustrating. And I think any of us that have been in the sport and benefited from the sport as much as I have, and a lot of us have benefited from the sport, we feel frustrated and not giving clear answers. Yeah, that's how. I was really upset at how I expressed myself at that press conference and how it was conveyed, because that's not who I. That's not what I. If that's not what I meant, then certainly that's. Nothing is frivolous about what we're doing. It's all serious business, and the most serious business are these kids, and, that they're treated fairly and they're in this environment where they get the most, and their families get the most, what the sport can provide.